you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with
Whoa.
them. I'm not happy with Iran either. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
But reports coming from the region suggest that the sides accuse each other for violating the ceasefire. So
I think they both violated it. I'm not sure they did it intentionally. They couldn't rein people back. I don't like the fact that Israel went out this morning at all, and I'm going to see if I can stop it. So as soon as I get away from you, I'm going to see if I can stop it, okay?
Have you spoken to him this morning? How confident are you that Iran is completely demolished?
I think it's been completely demolished. I think the reason we're here is because those pilots, those B-2 pilots, did an unbelievable job. And you know, the fake news, like CNN in particular, they're trying to say, well, I agree that it was destroyed, but maybe not that destroyed. You know what they're doing? They're really hurting great pilots that put their lives in the line. CNN is scum, and so is MSDNC. They're all, and frankly, the networks aren't much better. It's all fake news, but they should not have done that. Those pilots hit their targets. Those targets were obliterated, and the pilots should be given credit. They're not after the pilots, they're after me. They want to try and demean.
You don't believe that Iran can rebuild its nuclear program?
No, Iran will never rebuild its nuclear. From there? Absolutely not. That place is under rock. That place is demolished. The B-2 pilots did their job. They did it better than anybody could even imagine. They hit late in the evening. It was dark with no moon, and they hit that target with every one of those things, and that place is gone. But when I see CNN all night long, they're trying to say, well, maybe it wasn't really as demolished as we thought. It was demolished. You take a look at the pinpricks, and you see that place is gone. And I will say, I think CNN ought to apologize to the pilots of the B-2s. I think that MSDNC ought to apologize. I think these guys really, these networks and these cable networks are real losers. You really are. You're real losers.
Israel says that they violated the peace.
You're gutless losers. I say that to CNN because I watch it.
He doubled back.
I have no choice. I got to watch that garbage. It's all garbage. It's all fake news. But I think CNN is a gutless group of people. And the people that run it, nobody even knows it's been sold so many times. But the people that run it ought to be ashamed. MSDNC, a guy named Brian Roberts, he heads it. He's a disgrace. He's a weak, pathetic disgrace.
Damn.
Says that Iran violated the peace agreement and the ceasefire agreement. Do you believe that Iran is still committed to peace?
Yeah, I do. They violated it, but Israel violated it too.
Are you questioning if Israel is committed?
Israel, as soon as we made the deal, they came out and they dropped a load of bombs, the likes of which I'd never seen before. The biggest load that we've seen. I'm not happy with Israel. You know, when I say,
Whoa.
okay, now you have 12 hours, you don't go out in the first hour and just drop everything you have on them. So I'm not happy with them. I'm not happy with Iran either. But I'm really unhappy if Israel's going out this morning because of one rocket that didn't land, that was shot, perhaps by mistake, that didn't land. I'm not happy about that. You know what? We basically have two countries that have been fighting so long and so hard that they don't know what the fuck they're doing. Do you understand that?
Oh, not with the G walk-off. He's got a football field to watch, limping like a gangster. Wow. Yo, I've never seen him this mad before. That might be the first official presidential F-bomb that I have ever heard. Yo, he's angry. Now listen, I don't really ever cover politics on this channel, but I think that the world is in such anarchy right now. I don't know who to believe. I don't know who to trust. And I think that when you have the threat of war, it is directly related to gender dynamics, relationships, right? Because let's say that we do go into war. Many, many, many things from an intersexual dynamics perspective. All of this shit that we see going on in the world today culturally in terms of men versus women, all of that shit goes away because now the highest priority is survival. And in fact, many of the gender roles that so many modern day people, including modern day feminists, complain about, they will go back into their natural roles. Men will then have to be protectors and have to be providers. And men that have been underneath the guise of prioritizing feminine traits and or attributes, not working out, not going to the gym, painting their goddamn fingernails, and all other type of bullshit that these new age men have been doing, not working out, right? Letting their bodies atrophy under gravity. Those men go away. Women no longer consider those men because those men have yet far less utility in a world. You see, when you take out the plushiness of society and you get down to war and to fighting, and I know that, inevitably at the end of the day, the firepower capability of an Iran is nowhere near the firepower capability or the defense of the United States. What I am slightly concerned about is how our borders have been open for so long now, and are there any sleeper cells within the United States that are waiting at a moment's notice to be able to activate? Nevertheless, though, this is so crazy how fast that this is coming, because this comes as of a couple of hours after we saw this notification from Donald Trump. And it reads, "Congratulations to everyone. It has been fully agreed by and between Israel and Iran that there will be a complete and total ceasefire in approximately 6 hours from now, when Israel and Iran have wound down and completed their final missions for 12 hours, at which point the war would be considered ended." It's wild seeing this, and also seeing Netanyahu's comments right after Donald Trump posted this to Truth Social, and then just seeing a couple hours later that both Israel and Iran said, F whatever Donald Trump was talking about, I'm gonna fire all these shots and bombs off on my opponent.
Congratulations, President Trump. Your bold decision to target Iran's nuclear facilities with the awesome and righteous might of the United States will change history. In Operation Rising Lion, Israel has done truly amazing things. But in tonight's action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has been truly unsurpassed. It has done what no other country on earth could do. History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace. President Trump and I often say, peace through strength. First comes strength, then comes peace. And tonight, President Trump and the United States acted with a lot of strength. President Trump, I thank you. The people of Israel thank you. The forces of civilization thank you. God bless America. God bless Israel. And may God bless our unshakable alliance, our unbreakable faith.
Officially, Iran will start the ceasefire, and upon the 12th hour, Israel will start the ceasefire, and upon the 24th hour, an official end to the 12-day war will be saluted by the world. During each ceasefire, the other side will remain peaceful and respectful. I can completely understand why Trump is so upset about this, and to be honest, that was one of the most realist addresses to the people that I've ever seen. But I can understand why he's upset, because this statement is being undermined by their inevitable actions. And actually, I think that it comes across that maybe he's not in as much control as what he's leading everybody to believe. That's why also I think he's so mad at MSNBC, what does he call it? MSDNC and CNN, because their motives are to completely undermine him anytime that he does something good. Anytime he does do something that could be considered positive, there's always a twisted spin on it. But at the end of the day, they were saying that this was not done, and he was saying that it was done, and then inevitably, it looks like it was not done. So I don't know who to believe at this stage in the game, but nevertheless, on the assumption that everyone works as it should, which it will, I would like to congratulate both countries, Israel and Iran, on having the stamina, courage, and intelligence to end what should be called the 12-day war. This is a war that could have gone on for years and destroyed the entire Middle East, but it didn't and never will. God bless Israel, God bless Iran, God bless the Middle East, and God bless the United States of America, and God bless the world, Donald J. Trump. So I completely understand his anger at the end of the day if it appears as though the two nations are now undermining the peace through strength that he sought to achieve. But damn, that's got to be the coldest walk-off ever experienced in modern day history. And I ain't gonna lie, him still walking off, you could tell he's obviously pissed and still saluting the soldier by the helicopter. I think that was still admirable. They've been at war for so long now, they don't even know what the fuck that they are doing. That is with the gangster walk-off. Absolutely priceless. But yeah, guys, I just wanted to quickly go over this. I think that it's important that as the part of the MT Army and the MTRs, we should at least have an understanding of what is going on in the world, because from a cultural, societal perspective, we got to understand what are the next steps that we got to be able to move. Also from a financial perspective, understanding what is happening and then how is that impacting us within the markets, our investments, real estate is very important. All right, because at the end of the day, you don't want to be stuck holding the bag. And then finally, from a relationship perspective, you know what I mean? If you go and you look at other countries that have been in the war, and then finally understanding the complete implications when it comes to relationships. A country at war needs to dedicate more of its funding towards defense as opposed to federally funded food stamps or Section 8 housing. So understanding the implications of all these things is very important. But all right, guys, drop your comments, questions, concerns down into the comment box down below. What is it that you think about everything that's going on right now? Have you been keeping up with the news? I can't wait to see the comments. I can't wait to go over your guys' thoughts. And I'll see you soon. Until next time.
Hey.